Hey guys, Brian Karp, Sales Giant, Karp Chronicles, week 15 and 16. Sorry that I missed a week, but I got so much to get to. We're going to dive right into this. So I was away with the family. We went on a beautiful trip and spent a week away. I am in the airport on the way home, and we're sitting in like these TSA lines. And I overhear a couple that is directly two people in front of me. And the husband says, "I wish we got stuck here in Aruba." And the wife says, "I would do anything to spend 2 more days." And it's so funny because as much as I love being there with my family and it's so much fun, I literally could not wait to get back to the action and the game. And I feel so sorry for people who like dread to go back to work. We had an Easter at my brother-in-law's house, and I was talking to some of my family members that are W-2 employees, and they were getting these Sunday night blues. Like I was the king as a kid of the Sunday night blues. So when I was away, I had so much fun, but you could only sit by the pool. You could only drink a margarita. You could only eat lobster and steak so much. I was ready to get back to this. I was ready to get back to the action, the hustle, the craziness. Like I am so obsessed with this game, real estate. I love selling houses for my clients. I love making deals work. I love buying investment properties. I love advising people on where they should be putting their money and managing their money. And I love all the craziness happening in the stock market and everything Trump's doing with the tariffs. I love the craziness. I love speculating on what's going to happen. All right, so let's get to the Karp Chronicles. The week before I left, I once a year do a big Zoom for about, 1,000 agents that work for Coldwell Banker American Homes. And the entire Zoom I spent trying to teach everyone that as salespeople and managers of people's largest asset, they all really need to focus more on being an excellent storyteller. And I feel like I'm a great storyteller, and I spoke to everyone about having what I call your first comic book, and that's kind of like your 2 to 3 minute, almost like life story, but also elevator pitch, kind of like what got you here, why you're here, what drives you, what motivates you. If you guys go on my YouTube channel, I'm sure you could hear my first comic book, but it's kind of like how I got into real estate, which is the God's honest truth. It talks about what we've accomplished, what we're doing, and what our vision is, and it's so funny because I spoke my first comic book into reality. It wasn't always reality, right? I wasn't always the number one agent in Long Island. I didn't always have such a huge rental portfolio, and I spoke about it and I thought about it and I envisioned it. And now today it's reality. All right. So I'm still, even as of today, when I'm filming this, I am still going back and forth with my non-for-profit to rent our 4-family. I guess the big thing is their budget. And they were supposed to let me know on the 18th. Today's the 20th, 21st. They still haven't let me know. Now it looks like they could take the property. It was weird. I got a text message that said, we could take 1 unit, but we could take all 4 if you pay the yard maintenance, the snow removal, and the house meter. So I'm probably going to say yes, but I usually, when this non-for-profit takes the whole property, the best part of it is they manage all those things. And that could cost an extra few $100 a month, which is like my fixed expenses. And that takes away from my cash flow. So hoping I could speak to them tomorrow. Hopefully they're going to get all of their funding and all their grants. I even wanted to buy another property for them this year. So I already have the property like found, and it's on the market, and all I got to do is make an offer, and I know they'll accept it within reason. So we'll see what happens with that. Exciting stuff is I have new construction hitting the market. It actually hit the market already in Ridge. Beautiful high ranch. I sold one very similar in Farmingville. It's got a full basement, which high ranch is very rare for high ranches. So that's tremendous. Then I also have new construction, hasn't even hit the market yet. Big number, but for the area, it is a deal. Just under $1.2 million. In Smithtown School District. It's about